So now that we have 3 months into 2022, we've got some good data to see exactly where the Chicagoland real estate market is heading. Hi, I'm Jake Tysiak, that guy that sells houses, realtor here in Illinois, and today we're diving into the Chicagoland real estate market to take a look at some numbers to find out where prices are, how much momentum we do have carrying throughout the rest of this year, and also stay tuned because as usual we'll be talking about DuPage County and Will County, but also I'm going to be adding some insight on exactly what buyers have been mentioning to me, as well as conversations I've had with other realtors to give you a first-hand perspective of what's been happening out there as a buyer. So let's start off as we usually do, talking about our average sold price. Now across the entire MLS, we saw prices rise to $355,789, which is roughly a 0.5% increase over last month. And you can see that Will County as well as DuPage County both sort of followed suit as well, averaging out and bringing our yearly average anticipated to about 6%, a lot more reasonable. Now coinciding with that number, we saw 11,000 closed sales in the month of March, and that is slightly down from 2021's numbers, but still not too far off as we start to track that. But more importantly, what we're really trying to find out is how many new listings are we seeing come to the market, because we need more inventory. Now when we do look at our new listings coming to the market, unfortunately those numbers are down about 15% across the entire MLS. And DuPage County, you are down 20% as far as new listings coming to the market. And those numbers are, like I mentioned before, a little bit down as a whole. And we really want to see those new listings come to help replenish that market. Now coinciding with the new listings being down, actually our under contracts were down just a touch as well in the month of March. And this makes sense because our inventory levels have depleted and there are just fewer options out there. So the quality homes are getting chosen up quickly, where homes that have been overpriced and sitting on the market have been sitting out there a little bit longer. And like I mentioned, our new homes for sale are actually down on average about 25 to 30% when we do compare that to last spring, which was already again a hot market as well. And that's why you're truly seeing only the best homes being sold, because homeowners who had thought about putting their home for sale, and if somebody takes it, which might have sold last year, we're not seeing that kind of instability in our markets this year, which is a good sign. But unfortunately, when we look at our inventory, the amount of homes that we have sold based on what we have available, those numbers have started to stable out a little bit, which is great because I was predicting that we would see those fall again this month. But the fact that they are stabling out does give us some insight into what buyers are going through right now and the decisions they are making. So you're asking, Jake, what are the buyers actually out there going through? Well, as we saw last year around this time, we are starting to see some buyer fatigue out there. However, it's definitely encouraged to stick with it, as buyers are not just getting fatigued, but getting a little bit smarter about the home buying process. Putting in offers have become a little bit more conservative. And that makes a lot more sense as we are starting to see a little transition. Interest rates have been creeping up, but of course in the month of March we did see the Federal Reserve raise their rate, indicating that they want to curb this inflation occurring throughout our country. So with that, conversation then becomes not only with me and our buyers, but also other agents, is when is a smart time to really decide to wait or to continue looking for homes. Now me personally, I think with the fact that we are going to be seeing rates increase, that it depends really on the outlook of how long you plan on being in the home. If you are only going to be there for a few years, it's a little bit tougher decision. But if you are planning on staying in that next home for 5, 10, 15 years plus, then it makes a lot more sense, as your interest payment on your mortgage is going to be a lot lower currently. And even though your prices that you might be purchasing might seem inflated when you are comparing them to last year, keep in mind that still with these inventory levels, I feel the market's going to stay around these price numbers as far as the sales price, but then your interest rate's going to be lower, and that's going to make it a lot more comfortable for the next 10, 15, 20 years that you are paying that mortgage, as you'll be paying less in interest than you will probably see yourself in the next 6 to 12 months. So if you are out there shopping for a home, be aware of the market and also know all the costs that are associated with purchasing a home, and to help you out, I have a video right here for you. And if you are looking for an agent or just have questions about the real estate market, give me a call. I would be happy to talk and help. I'm Jake Tysiak with Keller. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.